all that. We all, hey.
Shut up! Hey, nigga.
It was at this moment, Danielle Bregoli rushed at WoahVicky with the intention of fulfilling her prophecy of catching her outside. Will Danielle Bregoli actually complete her mission, or will she fail? Find out.
Hey.
Alright, so you guys already know I've made a good amount of videos on all three of these girls, which are Danielle Bregoli, the girl who got famous from cursing her mother out on Dr. Phil, WoahVicky, the mentally disturbed white girl who claims that she's 25% black, and finally, Lil Tay, the little Asian girl who likes to flex on Instagram and thinks she's the richest person in the world. So most of you should be familiar with those individuals if you've been on my channel for a while, and now with that being said, some crazy stuff happened last weekend between all three of these young ladies. Oh my god, this is gonna be good. All three of these young ladies got into a bit of a scuffle over the weekend, and basically shit went from 0 to 100 real quick. So yeah, now that I've got that little intro out of the way, let's just jump right into it.
You wanna run somewhere?
Oh, don't walk in front of
You wanna run somewhere?
Let them talk, ain't gonna be nothing like that. But hey, put your shoes on.
Why don't you put your bag down? Tough stuff? Put your bag down, tough stuff.
Ain't nothing wrong with everything's right with you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's up? Come on.
Hey,
What's
hey.
up?
Alright, so as you just saw, we've got Danielle Bregoli on the left-hand side trying to confront Miss I'm actually 25% black on the right-hand side. And it seems like she's not taking this whole situation very seriously at all. Let's see what happens next.
Do something. You're 18.
Hey, stop. They ain't gonna do that like that.
Oh, what's up?
You ain't gonna do that like that. No, no.
She's not. What's up,
She ain't
bitch?
gonna do that. Don't start talking because I'm in the middle.
What's up?
You'll get mopped. Stop.
Come on, run it,
Damn.
bitch. You trying to fight?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell is Lil Tay doing there? And what did she just say?
You trying to fight? Come on, touch.
She just asked Danielle Bregoli, are you trying to fight? As if her little skinny made in China Dora the Explorer looking ass can actually stand a chance against her in a fight. Like, I'm pretty sure she couldn't even beat my grandma in a 1v1, even though my granny can barely walk.
I want you to hit me. Hit me, bitch. Hit me. Come on. If you hit me, I'll hit me. I'm right here. I'm right here. You coming at me, so you hit me. You're so about it. Hit me. You're so about it. You're so making bad. The fuck, always doing shit on camera. Big dude,
It's all for the camera.
okay, then do it then.
Alright, so you guys already know I'm not a big fan of Danielle Bregoli, nor am I a fan of WoahVicky either, but I'm gonna have to agree with Danielle on the fact that WoahVicky does indeed talk a lot of shit on the internet. And another thing, did you guys hear what that bodyguard just said?
Always doing shit on camera. Big dude,
It's all for the camera.
okay.
Let me play that again once more for you guys.
It's all for the camera.
Okay.
The bodyguard, who I assume works for WoahVicky, says that it's all for the camera, which gives me a hint that WoahVicky must be faking her whole internet personality, or at least must be exaggerating the hell out of it.
Look at you, you're a pussy. You see me at Pins and you ran. I was right next to you. You're a
Bitch, you trying to fight?
Why is Lil Tay even there instigating the whole thing? Oh my god.
Thought ass up, little hoe.
We know all that. We all, hey.
Bitch, shut up.
Hey, nigga.
It was at this moment, Danielle Bregoli rushed at WoahVicky with the intention of fulfilling her prophecy of catching her outside. Will Danielle Bregoli actually complete her mission, or will she fail? Find out right now. You know, I gotta say, I never imagined I would ever see Danielle Bregoli in a video actually trying to catch someone outside. Especially with that someone being WoahVicky of all people. Like, what are the fucking odds?
Then let's run it. Then let's run it. That's what I thought.
Nigga, a pussy, boy.
Bitch, you can't do nothing. Y'all get so tough. Bitch.
Yo, I'm actually still trying to figure out what the hell little 9-year-old Ling Ling is doing there. I mean, she's literally over there instigating the whole situation by talking smack.
Bitch, you can't do nothing. Y'all get so tough. Bitch.
Like, I don't even know what she just said. Something about being on top and being a bitch. I don't know. But what I do know is that little Ling Ling wouldn't even stand a chance against a one-legged drunken old guy with a prosthetic wooden leg. Oh man. Wow. But anyways, with all that being said, and now I'm gonna be handing over the mic to my guy, James Marriott. He's a great buddy of mine, an awesome YouTuber, and I think you guys just might like him. James!
You're officially welcome to grab your crutches, synchronize your watches, and pour us a couple scotches.
So Just Destiny has brought me in today to go into a little bit more depth about the youngest flexer of the century, also known as Little Tay. Little Tay has recently become infamous on the internet for posting videos like this.
I got 100 bands in my hand, and I won't get a bitch pregnant, but I ain't paying no money on child support because I won't pay no money on a bitch.
While she may be the youngest flexer of the century at 9 years old, it would also appear that she's already hit puberty and is in fact a man. Either that or some deity that has the ability to impregnate people. Neither would surprise me at this point. Unfortunately, for everyone's favourite flexing male deity, she appears to be the only person who takes herself seriously.
Like, before you talk shit about me, why don't you go make some money, okay, bitch?
To be honest though, I'm not gonna laugh along with these guys, because imagine hanging around a 9-year-old for a little bit more relevancy. I mean, times that age by 2 and that's essentially what I'm doing here, but moving on. I wanted to know exactly what Little Tay does, other than being a little shit. And like WoahVicky, who makes shit music, and Danielle Bregoli, who makes slightly less shit music, Little Tay also makes shit music. At least I've read online that she makes music. I was up last night researching for hours and I found absolutely nothing. This is probably the worst my internet history has ever looked, and I've seen some shit in my time. The only thing I found was that clip of her freestyling, if you could even call it that.
You're wearing Gucci from head to toe. Y'all can't afford this shit. This shit costs your whole rent.
Credit where it's due, she does live up to the name youngest flexer of the century, but she's so caught up in having this made up fucking title that she forgets to do anything other than flex. She hasn't even made any of the music that she flexes about. So I take it back, she doesn't make shit music. Yet. But let's talk a little bit about Little Tay's life, because man, she's had a hard one.
When I was 6 years old, I lived in Atlanta and I was broke as hell. I said to myself, I ain't gonna be broke no more. So I got up and I started working hard, moving bricks, and now we be living in the hills.
When I was 6, I also lived in Atlanta, became a professional builder, and saved up all of my pennies so I could live in the Hollywood Hills. Except none of that ever happened, did it, Little Tay? You were categorically not making ends meet at the age of 6, you bullshitting little imp. Climbing out of your window, running to the nearest Toys R Us and nicking a packet of Pokemon cards does not count as moving bricks. And if you were doing genuine work at that age, that's fucking child labour. You're flexing child labour. But that's not the only thing that Little Tay does whilst underage. Wait, did you think I meant sex? I meant driving. Jesus, who do you fucking think I am?
This shit cost me $200,000. I'm only 9 years old. I ain't got no license, but I still drive this sports car, bitch.
Little Tay, mate, let's be honest here. You're not quite reaching the pedals yet, are you? I would say use a booster seat, but then you just be further away from the pedal. It's just a bit tragic, really. Let's just be completely transparent here. You are 100% not driving that car. You bullshitting little imp. But I hope you have enjoyed my part of this video. If you want to see more content like this, there'll be a link to my channel in the description where I upload every single Sunday. Thank you so much to Just Destiny for having me on his channel. I've been James Marriott, and I hope to see you over on mine.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed my collaboration with James. Now, I really wanted to do this video with him because he's been doing YouTube for a while now, and he makes great content, and his videos are absolutely hilarious. Now, I want you guys to do me a favor and show James just how supportive our community can be by going over to his channel and, you know, just hitting that subscribe button. I'm pretty sure he'd really appreciate the love and support from you guys. And with that being said, it's Just Destiny, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.